Okay, welcome everybody. We're going to do our little yoga session today. And so if you're not already standing, let's warm our bodies up and let's do so. Let's stand. And let's shake everything out. We'll do a quick warm up. But we're going to warm up our bodies. It's a little chilly where I am right now. So we definitely need to warm our muscles up so we don't hurt ourselves. So nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. We'll also do a lot of breathing. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Always check the posture. And let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Keep the feet flat on the floor now. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing. Feel the stretch up the sides of your body as you reach. I like to pick up the opposite heel. I feel like I get a little better stretch, but you don't have to. Do what works for your body. Okay, shake everything out. Move your hips from side to side. Shake each foot out as if you're shaking off water. And let's start from the top to the bottom and warming our bodies up. Okay, check that posture, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. And first, turn your head from side to side at your own pace. Try not to make any jerky motions. Try to make sure everything's smooth. You can hold the extreme for a bit, but try not to jerk or do anything too abruptly. Come back to the center, press the chin into the chest, press it into the chest. You'll always feel a stretch up the opposite side of the neck when you do these neck rolls. Release. Now, center front, inhaling. If you have any neck issues, just continue to look forward. If not, jaw closed all the way back. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, press the chin into the chest. Release. Heavy head roll to the left shoulder. Keep the shoulders back and down. If you have any neck issues, just roll back and forth in the front. If not, jaw closed. Heavy head throughout in the back. Right shoulder. Always check the posture. Center front. Press the chin into the chest. Release. Opposite direction. Right shoulder. Keep those shoulders back and down. Back if you can. Left shoulder. Center front, pressing the chin into the chest. Release, center front, inhale. Exhale, bring those shoulders up by the ears, no neck, arms relaxed. Release, inhaling. Exhale and reach down toward the floor. Keep the shoulders back and down and reach up with the head, long neck. Try to imagine touching the ceiling with the top of your head and the floor with your fingertips. Then release and just bend the elbows, bringing the forearms and hands up a bit. Then nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower to the T position, palms down. Keeping the legs and hips stationary. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and rotate just the upper body to the left. You can do the right if you want to. Front, inhaling. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the right or to the other side, whichever you did first. Do the opposite. Front, inhaling. Exhale, lower the left arm, bring the right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane and stretch to the side. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Feel that stretch as you look up. Up, inhaling. Exhale, change sides. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and again, stretch in the same manner on this side of your body. Reaching, feel the stretch. Up, inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and bring the arms in the parallel position, parallel to the floor and to each other. And then reach forward with those shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades apart as you reach for that imaginary wall in front of you. Then release. Bring the arms back behind. Clasp the fingers together, straighten the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. If you have difficulty keeping the arms straight, you can grab something. I'm going to hold my Jayhawk here, and you can hold something to try to straighten those arms. So use your props if you need them. Put that guy up there. Hopefully he'll stay, or she, should be a she. Okay, now take a deep breath in. Exhale, neither hold it here with the chest open or arch back, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Up, inhaling. Exhale, stretch forward, bending at the hips, lengthen the spine. Relax the head and neck, arms up high, abs in tight. Breathe. It's just a quick chest expansion. Up, inhaling. Exhale, keep that chest open. Release the arms and take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Arms up again, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and either stretch upward or arch back, reaching back. Jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. You have options. Listen to your body. Up, inhaling. Exhale, now bend the knees. Knees over the feet in this Utkatasana posture, fierce or chair pose. Push out through the glutes as you're bent at the hips. Look up at those fingertips if you can. Straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale again, either reach upward or arch back, reaching back. Again, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Don't forget to breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale now, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Keep the shoulders back. But now let's bend those elbows and roll the shoulders back. Great big circles. Loosening up the torso as you roll. And then straighten the arms for full range of motion. It's most important in yoga to move slowly, so you use your muscles and not momentum to the best of your ability. And then come back to the center, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Take another deep cleansing breath. A real focus on breathing. Exhale, reach and lower down. The upper part of your body hopefully is nicely warmed up. Shake everything out. Move your hips from side to side. Shake each foot off. And now let's work on the lower part of our bodies. That was kind of a mix between our the old warm-up and the flow. So hands on the front of the thighs, but keep the shoulders back and down. And the upper arms by the torso as you bend at the hips. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. You want to be as flat as possible. Even if you're up here, if the back is flat, that's fine. You want your back as long and flat as possible. And if you can bend more, do so, but you don't want to round. Try to keep that back as long and straight or flat as possible. Abs always in tight. And then release, and now just relax the upper body down. But keep those abs in tight. Keeping the legs and hips stationary, rotate just the upper body to the right. I'll turn this way. You can have the fingertips on the back of the right thigh, calf, ankle, or on a block or just the floor. In a fluid motion, rotate over to the center and then over to the other side, keeping the legs and hips stationary. Fingertips again on the back of the left thigh, calf, ankle, or on a block or the floor. Listen to your body and breathe. In a fluid motion, come back to the center and just let that upper body relax down. Head, neck, and arms relaxed, abs in nice and tight. And then slowly round up one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relaxed. And as the head comes up, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhaling again, stretch up from side to side at your own pace. Reaching and breathing, feeling the stretch up the sides of your body. And now, let's stand on our mats or towels, whatever you might have. I'm a bit crooked here, but that's okay. Makes it more interesting. Have your feet out about twice the width of your shoulders and hands on the waist or the hips, and push the hips forward. Roll to the left, bending the left knee. Keep those abs in tight. Roll back, straightening the legs, kind of pushing the rear end out. Roll to the right, bending the right knee, and roll forward, pretty much straightening those legs, but pushing the hips forward. Go in the opposite direction now. Right, back, left, don't forget to breathe, and forward. Back to the center, toes out, heels in, so your feet are about at a 45-degree angle. You may keep your hands on the waist if you choose, or bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend that right knee, lowering down. You can keep the arms here or reach toward the floor. Keep that back long and flat as best you can. Back up to the center, inhaling. Exhale, whatever you did on the other side, do on this side as well, on that left side. Check that posture. Up, inhale. Exhale, right again. You may repeat what you did or cross over, opening to the back. Abs in tight. Look up. Breathe. Back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, whatever you did on the right side, do on the left side as well. Breathe. T position, inhale. Exhale, arms up. Check the posture, inhale. Exhale, reach and lower again to the T position, palms down. I'm going to bring my feet in a bit. You don't have to, but now bend both knees at the same time and lower down. Now my knees are over my feet. And now if you want, you can bring the fingertips or palms in front of you and put them on the floor and bring the heels up, inhaling. Exhale, lower those heels down. Keep those abs in tight throughout. Heels up, inhaling. Exhale, lower. One more. Heels up, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Now, arms again in the T position. Those hips are low, knees are bent, palms up, and slowly straighten the legs, coming all the way up. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Shake everything out. We're going to add a little balance to our practice now. Our warm up. So focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. I'm going to have my hands on my waist. You can have them on your waist or the hips, whatever you choose, but focus on that spot in front of you. I'm going to do my right side first. You can do whatever your more difficult side is, but I'll talk you through the right. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and bring that right knee up in front of you. Lower it, inhale. Exhale, right knee up in front again. Rotate it to the side and lower to the side, inhale. Exhale, up to the side. Rotate it to the front and lower, inhale. Exhale, bend both knees. Knees over the feet when you bend those knees. Back up, inhaling, left side now. Exhale, bring the left knee up in the front. Lower, inhaling, abs in throughout. Exhale, left knee up in the front. Rotate it to the side and lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate it to the front and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling, right side now. Exhale, bring that right leg forward. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point the toe, flex the foot. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, out to the side. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale to the back. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Tighten that glute. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. You can always stand by something if you need the support, so modify if you need to. Exhale, bring that left leg forward. Hopefully you already exhaled and didn't hold your breath. Same manner, point the toe, flex the foot. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, out to the side. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale to the back. Tighten that glute. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Up, inhaling. Exhale, shake everything out. Shake your feet off. Also. Okay. Very good. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. And then we are going to do a sun salutation for Chris and everybody. But nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Take that deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower down. Let's roll our shoulders back first. Notice we roll back, we don't roll forward. I used to do that, and I actually we should do both, but always end with rolling back because of our posture. We're working on our posture too. Straighten the arms for full range of motion. Our back's naturally round as we get a little older and when we're tired or stressed, so we have to try to help keep those shoulders back and down. Shake out, very good. And now stand at the front of your mat. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Bring the arms up, inhale. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach upward or arch back, reaching back. Jaw closed for a better stretch in the neck. Breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stretch forward, bending at the hips. First, let the upper body just relax down, let gravity pull you down. Head, neck, and arms relaxed. breathing. Then come into Ardha Uttanasana with the fingertips on the floor beside the feet. You can modify by having your fingertips on the front of your legs, wherever you need to have them, up on the thighs or the shins. Push out through those glutes. You want your shoulders back and down as best you can to really try to keep the back as straight and flat as possible. And you may hold it here in Ardha Uttanasana, or bring the palms down to the floor or blocks. Only bending the knees if you need to. If you need to, listen to your body. But keep those abs in tight. No stress on the head and neck. Breathe. Now bend the knees enough just to slide the left foot back. We're going to lower that back knee to the floor, top of the foot on the floor, and stretch forward over with that right knee over the right foot. And you can hold it here with the hands on the floor, or put your hands on that lower thigh. Arch that back just a bit and look up. Stretching forward. Hopefully you feel a stretch in that back leg in particular. Don't forget to breathe. Now, palms on the floor beside the feet. Plant the toe on the floor behind you and straighten that front leg. Both legs are actually straight. And stretch over that straight right leg right now. Lengthen the spine. Try to keep your back as long and flat as possible. My palms are on the floor where they originally were when we first started this sun salutation. And I'm pushing my left heel down toward the floor as best I can. My abs are in tight, and I'm breathing, head and neck, an extension of the spine. Now bend that right leg enough to slide it back to join the left. Feet are hip width apart, hips in the air, up on those toes. Push the heels down, head between the arms. Lengthen the torso and arms. Rotate the shoulders down from the outside so the triceps are somewhat facing downward. Keep those abs in tight. Push out the glutes as you bend at the hips. You can always modify down on your knees if you need to here. So listen to your body and breathe. In this downward facing dog. Now lower the hips enough to slide the left foot up where it originally was, and lower that back or that right knee down to the floor, top of the foot on the floor, and stretch over that left knee now. Hopefully you feel a good stretch in the right leg, and I'm going to bring my hands up. You can keep your hands on the floor if you want, but I'm bringing my hands up on my lower thigh, arching the back a bit, just a bit, looking up, breathing, stretching forward. My glutes are tight. I forgot to say that on the other side. Now release. Palms on the floor where they were. Plant the toe on the floor behind you. Pick the leg up. Straighten both legs. Push that back heel down toward the floor and stretch the torso over that straight left leg as best you can. Abs in tight. Breathing. Now bend the left knee enough to slide it back to join the right. Feet are hip width apart, hips in the air. Hands are hip width apart or shoulder width apart also. Up on those toes, push the heels down again, lengthen. Rotate the shoulders down, and again, you're in that downward facing dog. Abs are in tight, and if you want, if you're not modifying down on your knees, you can walk the dog, keeping the toes on the floor and those abs in tight always. But the toes in the floor. Bend one knee as you push the other heel closer to the floor, and switch up back and forth. Walking your dog at your own pace, feeling the stretch up the back of your legs. Breathing. Keep those abs in tight and push both heels down. Now lower the hips to a plank or a high hover position. Stay high on those shoulders. You can always modify down on your knees, but try to make sure the rear end's not sagging or sticking up as best you can. Breathe. Now bend the knees on the floor, tops of the feet on the floor. Slide back to either a puppy pose with the head and the forearms and hands on the floor with the rear end up, or slide all the way down to a moon position, resting the rear end on the heels or as close as you can, arms still outstretched, head and neck relaxed, abs in tight, breathing. You can always do the restorative moon when we're doing this, and if you want, you open your knees so the knees are out at the edge of your mat or your towel, and then lower your torso down in front. It's called restorative. Or just keep your knees hip width apart and come down like usual. Listen to your body and breathe. Now pick your heads up, slide down. Forearms and elbows on the floor, clasp your fingers together and come into an elbow plank or a low hover. High on those shoulders. Just pick your body up. You can always modify by lowering those legs and the hips to the floor. But try to be in this low plank as best you can. Head and neck and extension of the spine. Try not to let that rear end sag or stick up as best you can. Don't forget to breathe. And then if you want, we're going to do a side plank here, opening to the right. And you can modify by lowering the hip down to the floor. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other, or stack your feet on top of each other. I've got my right arm straight up, breathing. My left arm and hand and forearm are on the floor to help balance. The palm. If you want, you can lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to that low hover or that elbow plank. Just make sure you're stable here. And then open to the other side. And whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Focus on your posture and your breathing. You want to lower that upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. Check that posture. Then lower the quads and tops of the feet to the floor. And you're in this elbow cobra. Look up, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. And if you want, you can place the palms on the floor, forearms on the floor in front of you in the Sphinx posture. But stay high on those shoulders. Keep the jaw closed again for a better stretch on the neck. Don't forget to breathe. Now you may hold it here, breathing, or palms on the floor beside the rib cage. Elbows close to the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and come all the way up to a full cobra. High on those shoulders. Look up and breathe. Now bend the knees and slide back again to either a puppy pose, forearms and head on the floor, rear end up, or again slide down to that moon position. Abs in, head and neck relaxed, breathing. Remember, you can do the restorative moon if you wish, or just this regular moon. Pick your heads up, slide the palms down where they were originally, plant the toes in the floor behind you, pick those hips up into the air, and again, come up into that downward dog. Again, you can modify on your knees if you choose. Focus on your posture and your breathing. Now lower the hips again to a plank or a high hover position. And you may hold it here. You can always modify on your knees, but I'm going to do just a few slow partial push-ups, just bending the elbows and coming down and really trying to make sure the body remains straight. I'm just going to do 5 or so. One more. Back to the plank. And now I want you to bring the hips up, again up on those toes, push the heels down again, come into that downward facing dog, just briefly. Now walk your hands back to your feet. I'm going to bring my feet a little closer together. They were about shoulder width apart, well, maybe not quite, but close. And now they're just a little bit apart. They can touch if you want. And just let that upper body relax down. Abs in tight, head, neck, and arms relax. And keeping the legs and hips stationary, rotate just the upper body to the right. Similar to our warm-up. Fingertips can be on the back of the right thigh, calf, ankle, or they can be on the floor or blocks beside that right foot. Don't forget to breathe. Legs and hips remain stationary and rotate in a fluid motion to the other side, to that left side in the same stretch. Focus on your posture and your breathing. And now at your own pace, go from side to side. Taking a couple of deep breaths as you hold each side, keeping those legs and hips stationary. And just rotating the upper body. Getting a little bit of a twist here. So good for your spine. And you're definitely, at least I'm stretching my hamstrings and glutes too. I hope you are too. Back and forth at your own pace. Abs in tight throughout. Come back to the center now. And place your fingertips or palms on the floor or blocks in front of your feet. Keeping the legs as straight as possible. The hands are under the shoulders pretty much for balance. And again, keeping those legs as straight as possible, head and neck, an extension of the spine. Slowly bring the heels up for inhale. Exhale and slowly lower down. Heels up, inhale. Exhale, lower. Heels up, inhale. Exhale, lower. Just relax the upper body down and slowly round up, one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relax. And as the head comes up, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing, feeling the stretch up the sides of your body. Let's check that posture. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Roll those shoulders back. Great big circles, loosening up the torso as you roll. Breathe. Keep rolling. And now straighten those arms for full range of motion. Breathe. Sorry about that. Shake everything out. Loosen everything up. And let's get down to the floor. I'm going to get down without using my hands for support, but you use that support if you need it. And come into a seated stick posture. Legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes. Flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet. Release the hold and relax the hands. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, and let's round down one vertebra at a time. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. As you reach the floor with the head, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down with the arms and slowly bring both legs up. Remember, if you have back issues, bend the knees and then straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. So listen to your body. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Keep those shoulders on the floor as best you can. Relax the feet. Circle those ankles round and round. Lubricating those ankles and then switch directions. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Relax the feet. Bend the knees and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing. Legs are relaxed, arms tightly hugging in, abs in tight. Lower back is against the floor, and feel free to roll from side to massage that back against the floor if that feels good. Breathing. Then come back to the center. Release the hold, place the feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to open our hips some tonight. So bring that right leg up. Bend the knee and place that right ankle as high as you can on the left thigh toward that left hip bone. Right hand under the bent right leg, left hand on the outside of the left thigh. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that left knee in towards your torso. Your hands will be either on the back of the left thigh or on that left shin. Hopefully, you feel a very nice opening of that right hip as the lower back's against the floor and those abs are in tight. forget to breathe. Release the hold, inhaling. Exhaling again, have your feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Now we'll do the same on the other side of our bodies. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left leg up, bend that left knee, cross that left ankle as high as you can on the right thigh toward the right hip bone. Left hand under the bent left leg, right hand on the outside of the right thigh. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right knee in toward the torso. Again, hands on the back of the right thigh or on that right shin. Abs are in tight, lower back is against the floor. Shoulders are on the floor as close as you can get them. And hopefully you feel a nice opening of the left hip this time. Release, inhaling. Exhale, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to do that again with a possible variation. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right leg up, bend the knee, cross that ankle as high as you can on the left thigh toward the left hip bone. Right hand under the bent right leg, left hand on the outside of the left thigh. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that left knee in toward the torso. Hopefully it's a little bit easier this time. Hands on the back of that thigh or on the shin. And the possible variation, you may just hold it here if you like. The variation is straightening that left leg up. Hands on the back of the thigh. And if you want more, you can release the hold and bring the hands up to the calf. And if you can keep the legs straight and the shoulders down by the floor, then you can walk up toward the ankle. And no matter if the leg is straight or if the knee is bent, if you want more, take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring the torso up toward that left leg. Abs in tight. Lower back is still against the floor. Point the left foot. Flex the left foot. Lower the torso, inhaling. Exhale, relax the foot. Walk your hands back down. Unwrap. And place the feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We'll do the same on the other side of our bodies to balance our bodies. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left leg up, bend the knee, ankle as high as you can toward that right hip bone, left hand under the bent left leg, right hand on the outside of the right thigh. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right knee in toward the chest, toward the torso. Hopefully, again, it's a little easier than it was the first time. And if you kept it here on the other side, do the same so your body's balanced. But if you straighten the leg successfully on the other side, do the same on this side as well. You can keep your hands on the back of the thigh or bring the hands up to the calf or the ankle. Just keep those shoulders as close to the floor as you can and that lower back against the floor. And force that leg nice and straight. And if you came up on the other side, let's balance our bodies and do the same here. So take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring the torso up toward that straight right leg. Abs are in tight, lower back against the floor. Point that right toe. Flex the right foot. Lower the torso, inhaling. Exhale, relax the foot, walk your hands back down, unwrap those legs and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathe. Abs in tight again, rolling from side to side, if that feels good. We're going to do some pelvic and spinal twists here and also stretch our hips.
Come back to the center. Release the hold. Place the feet hip width apart. Knees straight up. Let me straighten that out. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the left leg up and place the left ankle on top of your right knee. Slide the arms up to the T position, palms down, shoulders on the floor. Shoulders remain on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, and keeping at least part of your right foot on the floor, just allow those legs to lower on the right side of your body, but keep both shoulders on the floor throughout. Turn and look at that left or opposite hand if you can. A modification is just looking straight up. And if you want more of a twist or stretch here, you can take your right hand and place it on the left hip and slide it down, putting some pressure toward the floor, but stopping before you get to the knee. Or let gravity just do its job. So whatever you choose to do, focus on your posture and your breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the legs back up. Uncross or unwrap. And feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Make sure your body's aligned, and we're going to do the same on the other side of our body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right leg up. Bend the knee and place that ankle on top of the left knee. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, and just allow those legs to lower on the left side of your body, keeping at least part of that left foot on the floor, both shoulders on the floor. Turn if you can and look at that right hand, abs in tight, breathing. And of course, if you help the stretch on the other side, take the left hand, put it on the right hip, and slide it down with some pressure toward the floor, but stop before you get to the knee, or again, just let gravity do its job. Focus on your posture and your breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring those legs up, unwrap, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Now, we're going to repeat that, but again with a possible variation. So, take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left leg up, and you may place the ankle on top of the knee if you want, or take that left leg, cross it over the right leg as if you're sitting in a chair. Keeping the shoulders on the floor, take a deep breath in. Exhale and keep that foot, at least part of the foot on the floor, and just allow the legs to lower on the right side of your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor, turn and look at that left hand, or look straight up as a modification. You can help the twist along again if you want, or again, let gravity do its job. Focus on your posture and your breathing. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring the legs up, unwrap, and again, start hip width apart. Knees straight up. Make sure your body's nicely aligned. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right leg up and repeat whatever you did on the other side. If the ankle was on the knee, or crossing the leg as if you're sitting in a chair. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and just allow the legs to lower on the left side of your body with both shoulders on the floor. Turn if you can and look at that right hand. Abs in tight, breathing. It's good for your obliques here too. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs back up. Unwrap feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Okay. Now bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Place the hands on the back of the thighs. Keeping that lower back against the floor as best you can, those legs nice and straight. You can also wrap a towel or a strap around those legs and just hold it with your hands. But bring those straight legs toward you, keeping those shoulders on the floor as best you can. You can slide the hands to the calves or the ankles if you can keep the lower back and the shoulders on the floor with those legs straight. Point the toes and feel those muscles. Don't forget to breathe. Flex the feet and feel those muscles. Quite different for me anyway. Keep the abs in tight. Relax the feet. Bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Relax the feet. Circle those feet again, round and round. Change direction with the circles. Lubricating the ankles is so important for everybody, really. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Open those legs. Place the hands on the inner thighs, putting pressure downward. We've opened our hips, so it might be a little easier now to bring these legs, to open these legs. And I know usually we do this first, but I thought, why are we doing that? We need to open the hips first. So if you can keep the legs straight, you can slide the hands down to the calves or the ankles, but keep those shoulders on the floor as best you can also. The pressure on those open legs. Lower back against the floor and those abs in tight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. To keep the pressure on the open legs. Release the hold. Bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. Bend the knees. And again, hug them into your chest with your arms. We're going to do the full pelvic twist. So keep these knees as close. You want the quads or the thighs as close to the chest as possible throughout, but release the hold and again place the arms in the T position, palms down, and lower the knees over on the right side. If you go part way, you work your obliques more. But keep both shoulders on the floor. Look at the opposite hand if you can. Keeping the knees high toward the chest, then roll over the same distance or at the same distance on the left side of your body, shoulders on the floor, looking at the right hand now, abs in tight. Don't forget to breathe. And at your own pace, roll from side to side. Whether you go part way or all the way, whatever you do on one side of your body, try to do the same on the other. And try to go slowly so you use your muscles and not momentum as best you can. Focus on your posture and your breathing. And if you want a little more, it's quite a bit more actually, but you can straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor, point the toes and flex the feet. Keeping the legs straight and the feet flexed. Slowly lower those legs down on the right side of your body and get them as close to the floor in the right hand as possible. Keep those shoulders on the floor. Turn and look at the opposite hand if you can, and then slowly shifting your weight Bring those straight legs up, rolling the lower back against the floor and slowly lowering them in the same manner on the left side of your body, looking at the right hand, and slowly go at your own pace with those feet flexed, the abs in tight, rolling that back against the floor, shoulders on the floor as best you can. Breathing. Going at your own pace. Don't forget to breathe. And on the final one, bend the knees, if they're not already bent. And come back to the center. Time flies when you're having fun. Straightening my mat out, sorry. Arms still there. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet, bend the knees, and place the feet on the floor. Hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to do the shoulders, not the shoulder stand. We're going to do a bridge. Would like to do the shoulder stand. I just don't think we have time. So lower the arms down to the sides of your body. With the shoulder stand, keep your head and neck straight throughout. You don't want to turn your head to the side because you must protect your neck. Palms up first at your sides, and first press that lower back into the floor, slightly picking up the hips, tightening the glutes, the quads, and the abdominal muscles. The knees and feet are hip width apart. The lower body is very tight. The upper body is very relaxed, and you're breathing. Release the hold, inhaling. Exhale, begin to roll the hips up into the air. Remember, keep your head and neck straight and bring the arms underneath you. If you can, clasp your fingers together and straighten the arms. If you can't do that, just push down with the arms as close together as possible and as straight as possible. But then arch the back. If you can, squeeze the shoulder blades and shoulders and arms as close together as possible. Bring those hips up into the air. Arching that back, trying to keep the knees and the feet hip width apart. Again, you can tighten the glutes, quads, and abs. Breathing. Head and neck nice and straight. Now release the hold. Open the arms and slowly round down, one vertebra at a time. And as the lower back begins to touch the floor, bring those knees up again and hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind, releasing position, breathing. Abs in tight, rolling from side to side. to massage that back against the floor. Then come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down, shoulders on the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet, place the soles of the feet together, bending the knees, and slowly lower those feet to the floor, allowing the knees to open. Let gravity just pull them down and open the arms just enough so that the palms are up and the fingers are naturally curled up. Let the shoulders rest down into the surface below you even more. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener posture. And now we'll prepare for Shavasana, for full relaxation. So if you want, you can just slide the heels down until the legs are straight and let the feet just flop out to the sides. And you'll be in that corpse posture. But if you want a little more, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Remember, if you have back issues, you bend the knees and then straighten the legs up. The lower back will be against the floor. The abs are in tight. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, arms are at your sides, near your hips, palms down, and slowly lower those straight legs down together. Slowly and in control. Remember, if you do have back issues, bend the knees and slide those feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale and just relax your body. We're going to take a deep breath again, inhaling through our nose and filling the lungs. Inhale now. And now slowly exhale through slightly parted lips. Continue to breathe on your own. And shortly we'll take a deep breath into your system together. And then when we exhale together, we'll fist and flex and tighten everything, including doing the lion with your face and neck by bugging your eyes out. Open your mouth wide, stick your tongue out, and just tighten everything that you can. A little bit of face yoga there too. So take a deep breath in together. Exhale and tighten. And release. And rest down into the surface below you. You may want to cover yourselves with towels or blankets. You may want to put something under your knees or bend your knees and have the feet out at the side and the knees resting together so that the lower back rests against the floor a little bit better. Let those shoulders rest down into the surface below you. You may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. Your feet are just relaxed out. You're in the corpse posture. If you have another posture that actually allows you to relax more, feel free to use that one. But close your eyes. Close your eyes and breathe. Open your mind. Open your mind and travel to one of your favorite safe places.
Your safe place could be anywhere. It could be a place that you frequent in your mind or in reality, or you could be alone or with your favorite person or people. Your safe place is yours privately in your mind right now. And if you're not already there, go there now. You're in that safe place. Your eyes are closed, your shoulders are resting down into the surface below you. You're going to continue to breathe and bring oxygen into your system, so well needed. And as you exhale, you release what you no longer need, including the stress and tension of your day and your life. We'll move through your body and consciously release your joints and relax your muscles just a little bit more. So first, let's begin with the hands and the fingers today, relaxing the muscles as you release the joints. As you begin to move up the arms, release the joints in your wrists. Relax the forearms. Release the joints in your elbows. Relax the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. And now relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles as you release the joints. The arms and shoulders are relaxed. Lower the focus now to the toes and the feet. Relax the muscles. Release the joints. Allow those heels to sink deeper into the surface below you, wherever you might be in your safe place. As you begin to move up the legs, release the joints in your ankles. Relax the shins. Relax the calves. Release the joints in your knees. Relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps as you relax the thighs. And now relax the hips. Release those joints. Relax the glutes, allowing the glutes to sink deeper into the surface below you. Again, wherever you might be in your safe place. Your legs, feet, and hips are relaxed. Your shoulders, arms, and hands are relaxed. Focus now on the torso, beginning at the lower back. Relax the muscles of the lower back, as well as the spinal column from the tailbone area, moving up between those muscles. Relax the obliques up the sides of your torso. Relax the abdominal muscles. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas. Relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades, as well as the spinal column, moving up between those shoulder blades through the neck to the base of the skull. Now focus on the chest. Relax the sternum area and pecs. Relax the clavicle or collarbone area. Relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Breathe. Release the jaw as you relax the chin. Relax the lips. Relax the tongue. Relax the cheeks. Relax the nose and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the skull of the neck. Breathe. Your mind is open. You're in your safe place. Your body is relaxed and functioning perfectly. And now, from wherever you may have traveled in your mind, it is time to come home. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up, bending the knees. Hug them into your chest with your arms. Raise the head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either rock and roll to a seated position or roll over to the right, whatever feels best for you. And sit cross-legged, half lotus or full lotus, nice and tall. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale, and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope everyone feels better than when we started. I hope you got what you needed, and please unmute yourselves so I can hear those wonderful voices.